Namaste and welcome to our YouTube channel, Itihas. We present videos about history in both English and Nepali medium, so stay tuned to know more about history. The title of our today's video is Battle of Kritipur. The final Battle of Kritipur occurred in 1767 during the Gorkha conquest of Nepal and was fought at Kritipur, one of the principal towns in the Kathmandu valley. Kritipur was then a walled town of 800 houses and part of the kingdom of Lalitpur, which spread along the top of a ridge. The Gorkhalis desired the Kathmandu valley due to its rich culture, trade, industry, and agriculture. In 1744, Prithvinarayan Shah took Nuwakot, which gave him a foothold in Nepal and allowed him to stop its trade with Tibet, as it lay on the Trans-Himalayan trade route. After the conquest of Nuwakot, Prithvinarayan Shah began to control all the areas around the valley. He captured Nadum, Mahadev Pokhari, Dahachok, Ippa, Malta, Siranchok, etc. At first, these attacks were made in alliance with Badgaon, and most of the annexed area were given to Bhaktapur control in order to divert the eyes of the Chaubishe kings from Gorkha. But soon, many of these areas which were under the control of Kantipur originally were regained by Kantipur, so by the second time annex, all the areas were kept under the control of Gorkha alone. Let's talk about the first assault. The Gorkhalis had set up a base on Dahachok, a hill on the valley's western rim, from where they mounted their assaults on Kritipur. They were armed with swords, bows and arrows, and muskets. During the first assault in 1757, the Gorkhali army was badly beaten. As they advanced towards Kritipur, the Kritipuris went to meet them under the command of Kazi Dhanuvanta. The two forces fought on the plain of Tangalpant in the northwest of Kritipur. The Kritipuris defended their town ferociously. The Gorkhali commander Kalu Pandey was killed, and the Gorkhali king Prithvinarayan Shah himself escaped with his life on the surrounding hills disguised as a saint. Due to this defeat, King Prithvinarayan Shah had almost lost all hopes of unifying Nepal. The Kantipur king had supported Kritipur at that time. About 1200 Gorkhali soldiers had exposed them against 5,000 combined valley forces. Bhaktapur remained silent as king of Bhaktapur had made Prithvinarayan Shah his Mithchora. Some sources explore that Kritipur left Prithvinarayan Shah only because he was a king, and they believed that only king can kill king. At that time, kings were thought to be avatars of Bhagwan Vishnu. Otherwise, Prithvinarayan Shah had almost gone when he fell down onto the ground. More than 400 Gorkhalis with their commander Kalu Pandey was killed. Now King Prithvinarayan Shah thought of creating an economic blockade over the valley in order to conquest the valley, for which Makwanpur was to be captured. King Digbandhan Sen, due to the fear of King Prithvinarayan Shah, made alliance with the Kantipur king Jayaprakash Malla. King Digbandhan Sen, on attack of Gorkhalis in 1762 AD, flew to Bengal Nawab Mir Qasim. In 1819 BS and 1820 BS, the Gorkhalis overran Makwanpur and Dhulikhel respectively, surrounding the Kathmandu valley from west, south, and east. Second assault. Having no hopes of taking Kritipur by force, Shah mounted a blockade in an effort to starve the population into submission. The embargo was enforced by putting to death anybody found on the road with salt or cotton, but the Kritipuris held out. In 1821, Ashwin 21st, Shah ordered his troops to storm the town a second time. The Gorkhalis attacked at night under the command of Shah's brother Surpratap Shah, Daljit Shah, and Shirhar Pant. The people of Kritipur beat off the Gorkhalis again, raining stones on the invaders from the town walls. In the fighting, Surpratap was struck by an arrow in the eye and blinded. Although Kantipur and Bhaktapur's forces had not came this time, Kritipur's forces fought bravely and stunned their enemies. Gorkhalis had to bear a huge loss of life and property. Now for the third assault. Having defeated twice Prithvi Shah took new strategies for achieving victory over Kritipur. The Gorkha forces took more areas including Panga and Jawar under their control. They surrounded Kritipur from all sides and stopped everything from entering there. The Kritipurs even couldn't harvest their crops. To worsen the situation, the water supply was also cut off. In 1767, the king of Gorkha sent his army to attack Kritipur a third time under the command of Surpratap. In response, the three kings of Nepal joined forces and sent their troops to the relief of Kritipur, but they could not dislodge the Gorkhalis from their position. After 6 months of economic blockade, a noble of Lalitpur named Thanavanta Kaji crossed over to Shah's side and treacherously led the Gorkhalis into the town. After the surrender of the town, Shah ordered the ears and noses of the inhabitants cut off. This incident is reported in eyewitness by Capuchin monks and corroborated in at least 2 Nepali sources. According to historians John Whelpton, the Capuchins had reasons to dislike Shah, but it is unlikely that they fabricated the account of this incident. Famous historians Iman Singh Chemjong also obligated on Capuchins literature. However, this incident is moreover fictitious. Finally, after 3 assaults in Kritipur, Prithvi Shah was finally able to capture and conquer it. Well, that is all for Battle of Kritipur. Hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos about history of Nepal and world. Well, that is all for today. Thank you and have a good day.